Everyone, and welcome back. Today is going to be a bit of a different video. It's not beauty related, it's not hair care related. It's going to be more about me and me sort of opening up a little bit more to you guys, just so that, I don't know, you can kind of like just get to know me better, I suppose. So what I'm going to be talking about today is why I'm a single mum. Now, I'm not a single mum by choice. I'm going to rewind, going back nearly 2.5 years ago now, because Jack will be 2 in October. I fell pregnant with Jack when I was 24, and I had him when I was 25. And if I had tried to tell you this about a year ago, I couldn't have done it. I would have just probably ended up crying. But now I'm in a much better place. I can talk about it. I'm okay with what happened. I actually feel better off now that I'm out of the situation completely, and I'm no longer with Jack's dad. I'm not gonna say any names. Try not to, anyway. And yes, so Jack was planned. He was not a mistake. He was planned, and it felt like from the moment I conceived Jack's dad slowly separated himself from me and baby, and he never took really any interest. He really basically made my life a living misery. I think because he knew he didn't want to be with me, and he was trying to not look like the bad guy that he actually is, and made my life a misery so that I would end it. But of course I'm not going to, because I'm pregnant with his baby. We've got a mortgage, a house and a dog. And you know, I was heading in that direction in life, and I mean, I knew deep down, I really did. I mean, girls, when you get a gut instinct, for God's sake, just listen to it, because 9 times out of 10 it is right. So I first started noticing something was up when I'd be sat on... Why do I have such a noisy mic, seriously? Sorry if you heard that, guys, but I'd be sat on one side of the room and he'd be sat on the other, and there'd be no talking. He'd be glued to his phone, just like glued to it, and I knew he was messaging a girl, and I found out who it was, and I was told she's just a friend, she's just that, we met and we went for a coffee. Fine. Little did I know, the whole time I was pregnant, he was meeting with this girl behind my back. The whole time they were messaging each other non-stop. He'd say he'd go out with his friends for a night out and she would be there and I didn't know about it. And he always used to say, she's just a friend. Yet we'd been together over 4 years. If she was really that good of a friend, I would have met her. Surely. That rang alarm bells in my head, like massively. And yeah, and it wasn't till I went away on my last girly holiday and I came back and we were in the kitchen and he'd left his phone face up, which was really unusual because he normally turns it down so that I can't see. All really suspicious behaviour. And this random girl's name come up, and I thought, well, that's not the girl he was chatting to before, so who the hell is this new girl? So I asked him, I was like, you know, I'm nearly like, well, I was about 26 weeks pregnant. I went, who is that? And he went, oh, that's the girl that he was messaging, using her friend's account to message him behind her boyfriend's back, because her boyfriend had confronted her about the amount that she was messaging my boyfriend. and told her to stop it. And that's again, then I was like, wow, this girl is desperate. She is using someone else's account to message my boyfriend so that her boyfriend doesn't find out. This is all just fishy. It didn't sit right with me. I knew I'm not stupid, and he treated me like I was stupid. And anyway, and then so all that happened. It carried on. I'd be downstairs, he'd be in the bath on the telephone to her. I'm trying to listen to the conversation and I can't hear what they're saying because it's echoey, but I knew. And then it was 10 weeks before I was due to give birth to Jack. And we were sat in the lounge and he was sat across the other side of the room to me and just said, oh, I can't do this anymore. I was like, right. And played dumb to the whole, I'm not cheating, I haven't done anything. I knew. Anyway, after that, he still was making my life a misery. I was heavily pregnant. He kept pushing me out of my own home, back to my parents. He wanted me to give birth in a completely different hospital to what I'd planned, and I was like, no, I'm standing my ground. So that's what I done. I gave birth where I wanted to give birth. I knew where I was going, so it was a little bit, you know, stress-free as it could be. And yeah, he was just horrid to me. He just kept pushing me out, like, go, I can't be here, I don't want you here. It was horrible. He ruined my entire experience of being pregnant. And I will never forgive him for it, because it should never have been in those circumstances that I'd had my first child with such little support. He was a bully, he really was. And it wasn't until I hadn't even moved out yet, and I got a message from a dear next door neighbour of mine who I was quite friendly with, to say that they'd seen her leaving my house in the morning before I'd even moved out. So she'd been sleeping in my bed and God knows what without me knowing until that point, which made me feel sick, because I'd literally just given birth. Jack was a week old and I found out all this. And I just lost it, basically. I lost my mind, and I told him that I knew, and I got really angry. And originally I was going to let him keep the house as well, which is absolutely ludicrous. I don't know why I thought I'd do that. It's just stupid, but he was so manipulative, and he made me feel like that was the best option for Jack, because I'd know where Jack was going to when he had him. And anyway, it turns out he didn't have him very much anyway, and he was a baby. But yeah. But like I said, now, sorry, I thought someone was coming. Like I said, now I'm in 100% a better situation. I'm in a harder situation than when I was single, for sure, because I'm now a single mum and I've got to try and find someone to accept Jack as well as me. But I didn't realise quite how bullied I was when I lived with Jack's dad. He was very controlling. I don't mean in a sense of, you can't wear this, you're not going there, you're not doing that. He wasn't controlling like that. He was controlling in my own home about how things had to be done. It was his way or the highway, and if I didn't do something to his specification or his standard, he'd get very angry, and it'd make me feel really crap about myself. So I was forever trying to impress him. That's what it felt like. And that was never going to work. It was never going to work. It would have been, if I had stayed there, for example, and me and Jack had been at home all day and we'd done messy play or something like that, and I knew it was his time when he's due home, I would have been like, Jack, quick, tidy up, Daddy's coming home. And I don't want to live like that. He was a bully, and I'm a lot better off out of it. And you know, it was very, very hard. I had some real low parts. There's whole sections of when Jack was a newborn that I can't really remember. I know that sounds silly, but I just can't really remember it because I was so stressed. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to say we're on talking terms now. Jack's nearly 2. It's a quick hi and bye situation. There's no real, like, we're not friends, I'd really say, like. And yeah, so that's why I'm single mum. He left me for another woman whilst I was pregnant. Ended it, then I found out, and well, I knew anyway. I just think a woman's intuition is very strong. So if you're like in the same situation as I've just been through, listen to your stomach. Your gut is, it knows, you just know. And it was nice to have it all confirmed that I wasn't like losing the plot and made to feel like the psycho pregnant woman that I was acting. Well, I wasn't even acting like a psycho, actually. I think I was very calm considering my situation. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I forgot in that story. And I'm pretty sure I didn't say anyone's name, so that's good. But yeah, so now I'm trying to date as a single mum. I was with someone after Jack's dad, but that ended. So I'm now just sort of starting to feel like I'm ready to date again, which is nice, but I'm very picky now, which is a bad thing, because I just want the right guy. I just don't want to be messed around anymore. There's so many guys out there that think they can do it, and then when it comes to it, they just can't. They can't hack it. And you know, I think it's really sad, and it's quite pathetic, really. You know, you made this choice to have children, so deal with it. Be a dad, not a part-time parent. Just irritates me. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, because otherwise it's going to turn into a rant, and that is not what I wanted this video to be about. I just wanted to share with you my experience, and that if anyone else is going through this experience as well, you will get through it. It will make you stronger, and it will make you, not break you. You've just got to remember who you are, where you want to go in life, and you've just got another little person to love and care for, and that's it. So I will leave my love with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just like leave me a comment down below. I'll try and answer it as best as I can. I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.